Good Thursday morning, everybody. Welcome into the Morning Roast on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. Show presented by Next Home. They're the market leader. Get looped and get sold with the Next Home experience. We're in the Greenway Equipment Studios, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a deer. And Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, offering custom blinds, shades, drapery, outdoor awnings. Bangor Window Shade, 105 Main Street in Bangor. Brian Sullivan, Tyler Krusz, Marqus Cesar here on this Thursday morning. Marcus, how you doing over there, my man?
I'm good. Yeah. Looking forward to a nice weekend. I actually joined an adult kickball league.
Oh.
They have those.
I know, right? Trust me, I was as surprised as you are on July 4th when my parents and all their friends were like, hey, you and Bree want to join our adult kickball league? And I was like,
You know I do.
yeah, why not? Yeah. So starting that Sunday.
Okay, fun. Where are the games played?
Over in Bangor.
Okay.
Yeah.
People are going to take that seriously.
What
are you going to do the first time?
I'm going to take it seriously.
No, I know, but like there are people out there that are probably like really like into kickball.
Yeah.
They got movement on the pitches and everything. What are you going to do the first time you miss one? Like just not show up ever again?
Maybe.
Yeah, don't miss one. I mean, it's kickball. You miss
Dude,
one?
like you see those adult like actual serious kickball videos, and it's like, all right, well they're
pitch it hard and spin it
Dang.
and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm going to be out in left field, so I hope there's nothing flying too fast.
Position's already assigned.
I know.
Left field.
Donnie runs a tight ship.
Yeah, okay. I also have been in an adult kickball league before. Pulled my hamstring.
Oh, whoa.
Almost immediately.
See, I told you people take it seriously.
It was because I didn't. It was I just didn't stretch. I was like, I'm just a natural athlete. I don't need to stretch. I'm just going to boot this thing potentially out of the stadium. And kicked it, pulled my hamstring. First time I ever pulled a hamstring was then. Yeah, so be careful, Marcus.
I shall. No, and admittedly, we did already cover that base. It was like, have fun, stretch.
And
Number two.
Growing up in like recess kickball, were you pretty good? Were you one of the kids with a boot?
They're like moving.
Bad,
no, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I was picked middle of the pack at least.
Okay.
Not at the end.
I never had a good kickball boot. That wasn't one of my skill sets.
We had like kickball and then like touch football, so I don't think I spent much time over on the kickball field.
Okay.
Fair.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Going for a sweep tonight.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's really killed our kickball fun, but it is nice to have the Red Sox winning again. Great to hear that one off the top. As man, oh man, they just find different ways to win on a given night. They really can do it. It's almost like, okay, how you want to play tonight? We want us to play small ball. You want us to knock it all over the place. They can really. It's just almost redundant at this point. Just so impressive to see them have to, pitch last night so well, have some timely hitting, and once again, Sonny Gray. At what point do you think Sonny Gray gets any kind of conversation to be the Cy Young?
I don't know. I mean, he didn't make the All-Star team, which I thought was ridiculous, because he's definitely an All-Star, but he's been one of the most consistent pitchers in the American League, night in and night out, and it's just not sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's 92 painted on the corner. It's not 99 Bayou at the letters. It's but he's very dominant. He's very good. I mean, he won that game in the first inning. The Red Sox scored a run in the first inning, and Gray pitched a shutout. It was over when it was 1-0 because he was so good. And the Red Sox don't really have anyone else like that. I mean, they have great pitching, but Sonny Gray has just been head and shoulders at the top of the staff, and it's a pretty damn good staff too.
Yeah, 14-2. I mean, even back when we were down, he was one of the highlights.
Yeah. Right, as of this morning, Sonny Gray, the third on the odds to win the American League Cy Young. Cam Schlittler is -130. Dylan Cease +110. Sonny +2,000.
Wow, those two guys must.
He doesn't have the. Oof. It's wins don't matter what they used to. It's but he's 14-2. Ties, I think, Christopher Sanchez from the Phillies for the league lead of all of Major League Baseball. So yeah, it's one of those spots where even yesterday, so you guys, Sox Prop hits where Sonny Gray through thick and thin has been like the through line through this team. Even the bad Alex Cora version of this team, Sonny Gray was good on.
Yeah,
it's you look at some of the things that Heimblum, not Heimblum, that Craig Breslow went out and did in the offseason, Sonny Gray, Wilson Contreras, they've really worked out. I mean, they're a couple of huge parts of this team, and Sonny Gray, I don't think you can give him enough credit for being the steadying entity that he is on this squad. So they win again, back at it at 7 o'clock tonight, and just fun. Good, nice to be so into watching the game at 7 o'clock at night. It's like, okay, I'm just going to plop down and watch just about all this thing.
We were talking about it yesterday, and yesterday after they scored 5 runs in the first inning, we were like, oh, well, that's enough of that. Like we could do other stuff around the house now. 3 months ago, we'd watch the first inning, and they'd be down a couple runs and be like, oh, well, that's enough of that. It's just completely changed.
A whole new world, and we're living in it happily. Okay, the roast brought to you in part by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer. Extra value meals add extra value when you use your Mickey D app in August. Get a classic Big Mac or filet of fish value meal for only $8 when using the Mickey D app. And start your morning at Goslin's Bakery, 334 Harlow Street in Bangor. Grab a breakfast sandwich on an English muffin or croissant, plus legendary donuts and pastries made since 1945. Let's do it, Marcus. All right, let's hear from Sonny Gray after last night's outing.
It was nice to see him not bounce back, but his last 2 starts, he had 5 runs against the Blue Jays, 4 runs against the Athletics. So it was nice to see him kind of settle in, and, it's getting late in the season, so when pitchers start to kind of fall off, you wonder, is this going to be permanent? Is this slide due to innings? But it was nice to see him, get back out there and look like he did a couple starts ago.
Why is Sonny Gray a trendsetter and wearing the hat the way he does? Is he the only one that does that?
I look at him and I'm like, why does he wear his hat like CC Sabathia? But you look last night, I think the relief guy for Chicago was wearing it too like that. But
it makes sense. It's straight on. So like it's when he's from the stretch and he's turned shoulder to the plate, the brim of the bat of the brim of the hat is covering his eyes, so it's just going forward, but you turn this way, little sun's leaking in. I feel like Sonny Gray is ahead of the game wearing his hat like this. I don't think it's for cool. I think it's for for there's a reason for it.
I was reading the thread under the tweet that I sent you guys on Twitter, X, whatever, and it was someone said that the hat kept falling to the side when he would land and throw, and that he just moved it to the side to keep it there. And I was like, why not just tighten it? That would be the next step. If my hat kept moving, I wouldn't just say like, oh, well, you're staying on the side now. I would have tightened it first. But yeah.
Not in it on feels. Yeah. I don't know. It's but I think it's
an interesting look.
He's ahead of the game on that one. You really knew it was going to go the Sox way last night when, okay, you guys watch it from the beginning?
Yeah.
You watch it, out of the gate, the Antonacci gives Contreras a little bit of the business, and he's like, what are you doing? What of all the people to mess with Contreras? And then in the first inning, when he gets gunned down at home, same guy, it's like, okay, well,
yeah, glove to the face.
Yeah, this is who the Sox are right now. Like, they're just good vibes. Don't mess with us. It's going to come back around, and it's pretty much over before it began. 1-0. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, it was nice. Willier had a double. Contreras singled him in. It was nice, right in the top of the bottom of the first.
So there you go. Sox win 4-0, and they are off and running. Okay, Tyler's tickets coming your way this morning. We got Larry Mahoney in the 7 o'clock hour. We got our Red Sox ticket sweepstakes to get more people in on. So we got a lot of stuff going on here. Uno Pizzeria and Grill. They have late night deals every night at the bar or lounge. 9 p.m. to close. Enjoy $6 apps, $5 cheeseburgers, $5 Indy cheese or pepperoni deep dish. 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Also, UMaine Athletics. This fall, it's time to pack the stands at Alphon Stadium and cheer on Maine football. Season tickets are on sale now and give you the best value and best seats for every home game. Visit goblackbears.com/tickets. Okay, back with Tyler's tickets next. Morning Roast brought to you by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Hero is the official sports grill of the roast and the place to be in downtown Bangor. At herosportsgrill.com is where you can find them. At Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. Bangor Mall Cinemas features luxury recliners and an upgraded food menu. Find showtimes and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. All right, Tyler, the floor is yours.
All right, so there's a video going around from Los Angeles Chargers training camp, and it looks to be in the middle of camp, or they're taking a water break or something like that.
I would say practice has ended, and families and stuff have been allowed to come on the field. I think practice is over.
Okay, I saw them meet. So maybe I saw 2 videos of this. One of them was when practice had ended, and the two of them kind of like ran toward each other. But this one was I At first I saw it, I thought there was like stuff going on at training camp, but Justin Herbert and his girlfriend, fiance, I don't know, Madison Beer, just sitting on the turf at SoFi Stadium, just kind of like, not SoFi, playing with each other's hair. Just like sitting there Googling with each other, and it's just like not a good look. It's not a good look to be sitting there crisscross applesauce with your hand moving your girlfriend's hair out of her face on the turf at your football stadium with your pads on and everything. I know it's training camp, let them on, but like, give them a kiss and say, I'll see you after practice. Like, you don't need to sit there like oogling with your fiance in front of all the reporters, but it's a really bad look because that clip was about an 8-second long clip. There are people running around. Like, she's really the only kind of woman you see in that clip. So it made me think that practice was still going on, and Herbert's just, I don't know, ask Bill Belichick, like there's nothing good that can happen from having your girlfriend come down to the sidelines with you.
Do you think it is? No, Madison Beer is what? What is she,
really hot?
But is she? What's her profession? Is it like she's
singer,
influencer?
Yeah, I think
pop
influencer.
Star, Justin Herbert girlfriend.
She might have a singing career. I honestly, I sadly don't know.
So
too
my
much
question
about her.
is: are you saying that it's performative, or it's just inappropriate, or both?
I wouldn't say, maybe it's performative. I would just say, like, dude, like, there's a time and place for it. Like, you don't see that happening in the NFL. You didn't see when Brady and Giselle were first getting married. They were in the honeymoon phase. They weren't sitting on the turf at Gillette playing with each other's hair. And Tom had really long hair back then. You don't see that in the NFL. But yeah, did you look it up? I was about to.
Yeah. So she has like 15.5 monthly listeners on Spotify, and she's an influencer. So I don't know which one came first, the chicken or the egg, but
I think the M stands for million.
Yeah.
Not monthly.
Music?
Well, no, million monthly listeners.
Okay, yeah.
There
you
you
go.
go.
There you go.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So she's got some clout.
Yeah.
Oh, she's famous then. Okay.
Yeah, she's big. Yeah.
So, all right.
Credit to Justin Herbert, but I'm looking at that and I'm like, man, like you're a football player. We can't be just like on the turf crisscross applesauce with our girlfriends, like playing with each other. It's just not a good look. It's bad optics.
I'm gonna say if the 38-year-old offensive lineman can have his 2-year-old goo and gaga around out on the field afterwards, and that's cute, Justin Herbert can have his girlfriend out there on the field. I'm going to give him a pass on this one. As long as everybody else is having family time, I think he gets a pass on it. So that's because it's not like she's out there. It's like, hey, it's 2nd and 7. Where's Justin? Oh, he's over there on the picnic blanket with Madison Beer. I don't think that was the case.
Yeah, the games haven't started yet.
So I don't know. Well,
you never know. How bad's this going to get? How long's the leash?
We'll see.
We will find out.
All right, what else you got?
What else do I got? I'm looking at this here, and it says that prosecutors allege witness tampering by a key defendant in the Terry Rozier case. This guy just can't get out of his own way. He really can't get out of his own way. I think, at this point, you have to leave well alone. You see this a lot with like athletes who get into trouble. They just can't leave well enough alone. Like Rozier, you already have your bond. You're already on probation. There are a lot of eyes on you right now. Every time someone plays really bad in a playoff game, his name gets brought up. Like, are they betting like Terry Rozier was again? And I think at this point, to get people to stop thinking about this, you just need to go away for a bit.
Now, witness tampering, it would, as to say, Terry Rozier is contacting people saying you need to keep your trap shut.
If they're threatening to revoke his bond, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, Terry. Yeah, Terry almost is.
It's like that's right out of The Sopranos.
Like he's close to becoming like the word for something. Like you Roziered it,
Yeah.
Like he almost begun. Is this a Rozier game kind of a thing? Like you've now been attached to infamy. So I guess. I mean, what do you really do if you're Terry Rozier? Like you're done, man. You're just
clips are out there.
Done.
You just playing like crap and then finding out that you had money on the line.
So okay, yeah, definitely Terry Rozier is worthy of a ticket there. Okay, can you mind if I issue one?
Yeah, go ahead. I had one more, but I can save it for 7:15.
No, go ahead.
It's
go
more
ahead.
Red Sox, so it can take me a little bit longer.
Okay. I got to issue a ticket to somebody out there in traffic yesterday. So we got gymnastics on Wednesday night. Not me, my daughter. And so we are coming home, and we're at a four-way stop. Windows down, letting the wind go through. It's a little warm, but it likes to let the wind go through here. So come to a four-way stop. Yeah, there's an aroma coming through. Someone is partaking in some herbal remedies while they drive. I think not safe. So ticket issued there. My daughter goes, somebody's barbecuing something funny. So I said, that's. She goes, what is that? I go, I don't know. She goes, did you get that from Sam's Club? Yes. No, I don't think you do. But ticket issued to whoever was out there by the on Hogan,
barbecuing something funny
on Hogan Road, barbecuing something funny around 7:15 last night. So I got to issue that ticket as well. So okay, that's about all I got. Just if you're gonna barbecue something funny, do it at home. That's what I say. Like, don't be driving around barbecuing something funny. Right?
It's very funny when kids like smell it for the first time and they have no idea what to compare it to. You know, like most of the time it's like, oh, skunk. It's like, no, that's not a skunk.
Yep. So that is if you're gonna barbecue something funny, you need to do it.
Keep your windows up.
Confines of your home. It was hot yesterday. Yeah. So perhaps there was that to it. But okay. Quick commercial break coming your way. Also, hey, Bigfoot fans. Tossie's Checkout is calling all Sasquatch seekers to the second annual Glenburn Sasquatch Calling Contest, Saturday, August 29th from 1 to 5 at 1492 Pushaw Road in Glenburn. Win a $100 cash prize. Compete for legendary bragging rights. It's free to enter. Bring your crew, bring your call, and we'll see you at Tossie's Checkout. Back with more after this. All right, welcome back to the Morning Roast. Brian Sullivan, Tyler Krusz, Marqus Cesar here on this Thursday morning. We're going to open up the phone lines in a couple minutes here for our Red Sox sweepstakes, but we'll just jump into the Patriots here a little bit just as camp continues to go on. It's been, pretty uneventful for the most part, right?
It really has, yeah.
Everything that you hear yesterday, there was some sound that I came across from Drake May that talked about, A.J. Brown and Christian Gonzalez going at each other in a pretty professional way in practice, but one of those more of a steel, sharpened steel kind of things. And it's like, wow, this is kind of fun. I kind of like this. Mike Vrabel here talking about the news that came out that A.J. Brown dislocated his finger and then just kept on practicing. Mike Vrabel's feeling it when he's got a little bit of that snark back.
Yeah.
That's good. That's vintage. That's not exactly like mid-season 7 straight wins, Mike Vrabel, but he's feeling himself a little bit.
Yeah, it's like no one's asked me a bad question in a couple months, Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody forgot that I missed the draft, Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time I hear Gonzalez's name, though, it does bring me back to the contract talks, and it brings me back to 2 weeks ago, Robert Kraft said they offered him to be the highest paid player in Patriots history, and still nothing is done. And I think the more we go along and the more he continues to practice makes me think that they might enter week 1 without an extension.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think the other guy from the Seahawks has the same representation, and he hasn't signed yet either. And so we'll see if they're just playing a game of chicken or if they're going to come out and maybe there's going to be some sort of a kumbaya where they sign on the same day, same time for the same money. Like, hey, you know what? You're number 1, and I'm number 1 too.
Let's leave the competition behind us.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
all. That always happens.
Yeah, right. So we'll see what happens. I just sort of choose to. He's there, right?
Yeah, he's there. He's going to be with us for this year. But do you want? If you go into this year without an extension, it's not the like, oh, is he going to sit out? Is he going to be disgruntled? If he gets an injury, is he going to be a little cautious with that? Is he going to make business decisions while playing on the field? Is he, not going to be putting himself in harm's way as much as he would if he was locked down for 5-6 years for the money he wants? So it's if he isn't signed by the time preseason ends, I think that's all that people are going to be focused on up until week 1 for that 2-week break until week 1.
Yeah, you're probably right. We'll see, but the fact of the matter is you still got about a month to go before you got to worry about that. So, but you're probably right, but a month's a long time. And he's out there. And so I think it's all in good faith. And probably just by the fact that it's died down, someone probably said, hey, Robert, shut up, dude.
Yeah.
What are you doing? That is not the right move to make. And he probably, to a certain extent, he wishes he hadn't have done that. Let's just keep it in-house. Don't put our business on the street. You're making a story where there really isn't one. This is going the way that it should go. We're crossing T's, we're dotting I's, and we're going to get this thing done. Don't make don't put added pressure on it, right?
And I think Kraft is smart enough where if someone told him that, he listens. And I don't know if you can say the same thing for other owners around the league. It's like, don't tell me what to do. I'm the owner. I'm gonna put this stuff out in the media all I want. But I think if someone did come up to Kraft with that, that's something that he would listen to. Jonathan, I don't know, but it is nice that he will walk things back. He will say things and make mistakes, but Robert Kraft is always kind of accountable for when he does.
I would agree with that. The other guy who's been seeming to step into his leadership role is Drake May, and he's really kind of talked about, okay, this is year 3 for me. This is now I've got an offense, and the thing of it is my second year with Josh McDaniels, and it's really starting to go pretty well for us. You have to. I expect Drake May to be better than he was this year. Do you expect that?
Yeah, I think from watching him, I don't know if the numbers precisely will be better just because the schedule is a lot harder. There's going to be a lot more focus on him. There's a whole nother year of film out there on him. There's a whole year of film out there on him in the Josh McDaniels offense, but I think we're going to see Drake make better decisions with the ball. I think we're going to see Drake be a little bit more efficient. I just don't know if, he will have X increase in touchdowns and Y decrease in interceptions just because the competition is getting a little harder and there is more attention on him. And I think with A.J. Brown and Romeo Doubs, I think his pass attempts are going to go up. I think they're going to be throwing the ball a little bit more.
It's interesting to me, too, because you had Stephon Diggs signed with the Commanders yesterday. And so just reading that on the news, and, I say that he's going to be better because A.J. Brown's here, but Stephon Diggs had 99 catches, 1,100 yards, and 5 touchdowns last year. I would, if
you told me Romeo Doubs was going to be better than Stephon Diggs last year. Now you're telling me A.J. Brown isn't going to be better than Stephon Diggs?
And reading the number, do you expect A.J. Brown to be better than 100 catches and 1,100 yards this year? Maybe the touchdowns more, but that's a pretty darn good year that Steph Diggs had that I didn't until
I think that's
read it
an average year for Brown.
But still, that's 100 catches and 1,100 yards. That's a really good season. It wasn't until I read it yesterday that I really sort of was like, oh yeah, he was. I mean, he faded down the stretch, and he's little, and there's parts
Nothing
where
wrong with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at Caleb Durbin.
Yeah, you're not in the NFL, but I think down the stretch he faded, and so there's reasons that A.J. Brown is probably the superior player and has proven over the course of his career to be superior. But Steph Diggs had a good year, and that's a good signing for the Commanders, I think. So it's just 100 catches, 99 catches, and 1,100 yards. That's about what I expect from A.J. Brown this year.
Disgruntled A.J. Brown in a down year with the Philly offense had 1,000 yards last year as well. Only 78 catches, but 1,000 yards last year. In his best year with the Philly offense, he had 100 catches and 1,400 yards. So I think that, you add him into Drake May, and he seems happy to be there. It doesn't really seem like he brought his bookshelf to training camp. So I think it's going to be a great year. But no, when I read those numbers to you about Stephon Diggs when they brought in Romeo Doubs, and you told me that Doubs was an increase and they were better for getting rid of Diggs and adding Doubs.
Yeah, I had a show to do that day, and I just but I just having the numbers come out now he's Washington Commander Steph Diggs. And oh yeah, he was pretty good.
He did have a really good year, and especially once, I think after week 3, he had that coming out party. I think it was, the Texans game or the Bills game where we were like, this is what Stephon Diggs can do. And then he did that for 6 or 7 weeks straight.
Yeah, and then end of the day, the way they wanted to play, he was only on the field about half the time.
Yep.
And that's why I think Doubs and Brown fit more in line with what the Patriots want to do this year in terms of being physical. All right. The Red Sox Ticket Sweepstakes is presented by Dunnett's Appliance and Service. 3 games. One of them is today. It's against the White Sox. Derek from Bangor grabbed those seats. The next one is August 17th against the Diamondbacks, and then September 9th against the Angels. Drawings are going to be on August 10th here with us on the Roast, and then September 2nd on the Drive. Call to enter the Sox Ticket Sweepstakes. When you hear the special cue to call, all entries will carry over through the sweepstakes. The number, 992-9029, 992-9029. All right, welcome back to the Morning Roast. Red Sox Ticket Sweepstakes, 992-9029 is where you can call to get in on it as we speak. We're going to start with Dan in Hamden. Dan, how are you?
Not too bad. How you guys doing today?
Doing very well. You've been watching this Red Sox run?
I have. I actually, beginning of the season, I was like, oh, man, I don't have time to watch them lose again. So I took a little break from them, but I jumped right back in. I guess a little bandwagon of me, but I've been a fan my whole life. So I got that going for me.
I think that's kind of just Red Sox Nation, right? We were in a tough spot. This was a really bad product. And all of a sudden, July came around and they got good. When did you really hop back in? Was it in the middle? At what point in that 15-game streak did it start to resonate for you?
I always would have it on the TV in the background, so it was never a really big deal for me to look up. But I think 3 or 4 games in, I was like, what's going on here? Really started paying attention, like there's something special happening. And that's where I was definitely holding on with both hands after that point.
Dan, if I like to ask the question, if you get 4 tickets to the Sox, is it an easy decision of who you bring with you?
Oh, yeah.
Who's
not even the family's coming.
Okay.
My son, my daughter, and my wife.
All right, you family of 4. Perfect. Yep. It's always when we get to the Sophie's choice of it all. I got 5 kids. That's when it gets a little more dramatic. I like to see some sort of a competition in the backyard. Hey, Dan. All right. Any other thoughts on the Sox before I let you go?
No, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm super excited. These guys. I was a fan before they won that World Series in 2004, and so I remember the suffering. And but I'm all here for it.
All right. Well, hopefully you're going to be here for a Sox game on the 17th of the 9th. We appreciate you. Have a great day. Okay, Dan?
Thanks so much.
All right. Up next, we got here, Marcus.
We got Sheridan from Holden.
Sheridan, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well. I was thinking here with Tyler this morning, looking at the standings. I don't think I'm satisfied with the wild card. I'm thinking Sox need to go for the division, right? Like they're winning. How are you feeling about this Sox team right now?
Well, I have been to 2 games during their stretch. I was at the Yankees series, and I had the tickets to the Toronto game. So I am very excited.
Give me a sense of the vibes in Fenway Park when you're there during this run.
Oh, my God. The people have gone nuts. Compared to what it was at the beginning of the year where nobody was there, it's just a different, complete vibe. When they're taking their shirts off and twirling them in the air, you just have to be there.
Did you partake?
No.
No, you didn't go tarps off?
No.
Will you if you win tickets? If you get free tickets, will you?
Of course.
Yeah.
We know where the seats are. We're going to look. We're going to make sure.
Now, Sheridan, as a guy who goes to Sox games, a little more frequently than maybe some other people, do you have a plan, or is there a way that you like to, sit? Is a place you like to sit or go beforehand? What's your way of the game?
Well, I'll be honest. I have a 10-man plan to the Red Sox.
Okay. So that's pretty good.
So I have assigned seats.
All right. Very nice. That takes all the thought out of it. I'm one. I like to get on StubHub and look all around, but that just takes all some of the question out of it. Now, if you get 4 tickets, you know who's coming with you?
Oh God, yes. I've got a family coming with me.
Okay. All right, Sheridan. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And you got Sheridan's information? Great. Okay, Sheridan, you have a great day. Thank you for calling in. All right.
Both of those contestants put a lot of emphasis on the fact that they're bringing their family. They're like, don't even ask to come.
Yeah.
I heard you guys yesterday.
Yeah. So
sick of it.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Well, so 992-9029 if we want to get some more people in on it. But as you go through this thing, it's I was saying before we came on air this morning is we have the team is going so well at the moment, and then you can say what you want about the pay at the deadline, but some of the stuff that came out of the Orioles locker room, the clubhouse, from the Adley Rutschman being traded. I mean, those guys are like heartbroken that Adley Rutschman has been sent away to the Red Sox into the end of the division. It does make me feel a little bit better about what we're getting in Adley Rutschman.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is if he can re-sign here after next year, you've got your catcher of the future. He's 28 years old, 3-time All-Star. He's not unlike Curtis Mead, who had a really good stretch, a hot month. Rutschman's done it for his career.
It is a guy who could be the thing that you really haven't had in about, when did Jason Varitek last lace him up?
I would maybe say Vasquez was here for a bit.
He was here for a good run.
Since you've traded Vasquez, you've been through, like McGuire and Wong and a bunch of people that just weren't very good.
So
Wong's decent this year. Last year he had 5 RBI the whole season.
And the other part too is this pitching staff has been so good. I guess maybe with the way that the calls can come in from the dugout, is there the handling of the staff? Do you worry about Rutschman? I guess the fact that he's here now and not playing and just sort of ingratiating himself to the team, that probably helps.
That does help. And it was interesting because heading into the deadline, I was like, well, if I were to pick, I'd rather us trade for a shortstop and maybe a starting pitcher than a catcher. Connor Wong's been okay, and the pitching staff has been unbelievable. I don't want to throw someone new behind the plate, but you bring in Rutschman, who's a great bat, and he's going to be an all-star catcher, and it does with the pitch comp thing. I don't know how much it obviously has an effect, but it's not as big as you wouldn't do this 10 years ago. You wouldn't trade for a catcher at the deadline and bring him in and say, go handle our top-notch staff, or one of the best staffs in the league. You wouldn't mess with that, but obviously they were comfortable doing it, and at 30-5, I got to trust them.
This is an unprecedented all-time run that they are on, and then you just look at the stats that come. I mean, you're talking like a century since a team has played this well. We do have one more caller here. Who we got here, Marcus?
I still can't figure out his name, but he's from Glenburn.
Okay, how are you doing, mystery man?
Hey, it's all a mystery, pal. Just like the Red Sox.
Okay, what's your name?
Preston.
There you go. Preston, I'm guessing. There you go.
It was so quiet. He was so quiet.
Yeah. All right, how you doing today, Preston?
I'm doing fine. Sox win again.
Yeah, it's nice. You've been locked in on this run?
Pretty good, I got to admit. I was a fair weather man for a while.
Sure. I think a lot of us fall in that category. If you get 4 tickets to the Red Sox, who are you bringing with you?
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Fam Damley.
Yeah, that's good. You got family of 4?
3, but, I'm sure my son can find a friend.
Okay, good. All right, popular kid. That's good to know. Okay, well, hey, good luck. You got you're in the contest. We're going to do a drawing on Monday, so all the reason more to keep on listening. You have a great day, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right, there is Preston in on the Red Sox sweepstakes. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll do This Day in History right after this. But first, let me tell you about our social media channels. 929 The Ticket on Facebook, 929 The Ticket on Instagram, sports.net.maine on TikTok, and our YouTube page, Sportsnet Maine. Back with This Day in History next. This day, 1996, punk rock band The Ramones performs for the very last time at the Palace in Hollywood, California.
I like the Ramones.
Yeah. This day, 1497, Italian explorer John Cabot returns to Bristol from North America, likely Newfoundland, becoming the first European known to do so since the Vikings.
Vikings were, that's a fun period of history. I always like learning about the 1000 to before the Dark Ages and medieval times, just it was when people first decided to hop on boats and check out the rest of the world.
Just go figure some stuff out.
Yeah, they're like, I wonder what's out there.
Yeah. Terrifying.
Yeah, oh my God. And you put those things together by hand, those boats, and then you're like, let's put it on the ocean.
What are we going to eat? I got some oranges. And
where'd you find them?
Some bread. And then we're going to fish. And that's about what we're going to do. What are we going to drink? I forgot that. Let's see. 1965, President Lyndon B. Johnson signs the Voting Rights Act prohibiting voting discrimination against minorities. Huge day there. 1991, Tim Berners-Lee releases files describing his idea for the World Wide Web and debuts www as a publicly available service on the internet. We've gone so far now that if you hit me with a www, it's like, what's wrong with you? We dropped it's gone now.
Are you 85?
Yeah, it's so a part of us that we just now know.
I didn't even know that's what it stood for.
Oh,
World Wide Web. No, I was just like, www. That's what I put before a website.
Wow.
I didn't know that it stood for anything. I just thought it was code. What does HTML stand for? Do you know that?
Don't look at me, boss.
No.
Wow.
You don't know what HTML stands for, right? That goes, it's the same thing. It goes right before HTTP, whatever. It just thought it was some random code that they put before the website names.
That's
what is
outrageous to me that you didn't know what www stood for.
I don't know. The first time I looked for something, my parents were like, "You just put www in to look it up," and they didn't. Nobody was like, "This stands for this." It was just like, "Oh, let me go online and www. whatever game I was playing that day."
Wow, this is like when I found out that Steph Diggs had 99 catches in 11.
Well, I mean, it's not like I couldn't get by in life without knowing what it stood for.
But
and now you don't even type it. It's just gmail.com. You don't even put the W's.
Kind of makes the point that but yeah, World Wide Web. There you go. Well, glad to
No, I
expand
know.
your horizons. Let's see. Cy Young on this day, 1890, makes his MLB debut, throwing a 3-hitter for the Cleveland Spiders in an 8-1 win over the Chicago Colts. Young's first career error leads to Chicago's only run. Let's see. 1908, Johnny Lush pitches a second career no-hitter in a 2-0 win over the Brooklyn Superbas. A change in MLB rules makes this unofficial as the game was shortened by rain. Johnny Lush, pretty cool name.
That is an awesome name.
Let's see. 1952, the St. Louis Browns veteran pitcher Satchel Paige, 46 years old, becomes the oldest pitcher to win a complete game shutout, 1-0 over the Tigers in 12. And in 1953, Ted Williams returns to the Red Sox from military service in Korea and ends the abbreviated season with a .407 batting average. Imagine that. I mean, just guy goes to fight in a war, comes back, just still slinging the lumber around.
There's actually a story when he came back. He was like, "What'd you guys do with the plate while I was gone? It's like a quarter of an inch off." And they're like, "What are you talking about?" And then they came out and measured it, and it was a quarter of an inch off.
Yeah, crazy. 1965, David Robinson was born. He of the San Antonio Spurs fame. 66, Mike Greenberg from ESPN. 1970, M. Night Shyamalan
That's a name.
was
Yeah.
born. There you go. I mean,
Who is that?
M. Night Shyamalan?
Yeah.
Get out of this room.
I don't know
What
who
is
that
up with you today?
Mute this guy.
Whoa.
Mute this man. M. Night Shyamalan? Oh, my goodness. I got to walk that one off. Like, what are you? Okay, unmute him. That's fine.
Can you answer my question?
He's the guy that directed The Sixth Sense, the twist endings. Oh, my goodness.
Like, it's just,
I
eyes are
could
glazed
probably-
over. He's got no idea what
I
we're
could
talking
probably
about.
name like 4 movie directors.
He's probably one. Yeah.
Yeah. If nothing else, just because of how big
Have
and
you seen The
crazy
Sixth
his
Sense?
name is.
No.
Good. Do you know the twist? Do you know the twist? Wow, you should go
No,
watch
no,
The Sixth Sense tonight.
I don't know the twist. I haven't seen it. Don't ruin it. Yeah.
Okay, go watch The Sixth Sense before you come back to us next week. Your world,
have homework, okay.
Your world will be blown. Okay, if
My
that's an
World Wide
official
Web will be
assignment. Okay, yeah, don't get on the World Wide Web and look it up. Jerry Horner was born this day, 1972, and Max Kellerman, 73. Holidays today, it's Root Beer Float Day. That's when you put ice cream in root beer and you enjoy it. It's a delicious beverage, probably high in calories. Fresh Breath Day. That's when you brush your teeth, Tyler. Finish your degree day. You got one of those.
Yeah, I get 2.
Yeah.
Well, 1, but double major. Yeah. Is that
and-
1 degree or 2?
One.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Farm Worker Appreciation Day. Okay, 7 a.m. hour coming your way right after this. Don't go away. Good Thursday morning. Welcome into the 7 a.m. hour of the Morning Roast. We're in the Greenway Equipment Studios, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a deer. Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market on Harlow Street in Bangor next to Goslin's Bakery. Sip fresh boba, explore snacks, ramen, and their tasty Jamaican patties. And the Next Home Experience. They're the market leader. Get looped and get sold with the Next Home Experience. Brian Sullivan, Tyler Krusz, Marqus Cesar here on this Thursday morning. Tyler, how are you?
I am doing well. Another win for the Red Sox, and I'm being, enlightened over here on, things that I've never knew before.
Yeah, if you're
www, World Wide Web, and M. Night Shyamalan is a guy known for twist endings. Like, this is just a wonderful morning for my horizons. They're being broadened.
Yeah. To Marcus, how are you?
I don't really, off the back of all of these things I found out about Tyler this morning, confused.
Yeah.
Confused.
None of this is important information. Though.
No, it
you
certainly
look at me and
isn't.
say, how are you still alive without knowing this today?
Well,
I just think to go through an existence where you take in anything, to not even be aware of who M. Night Shyamalan is, to
Right.
me is impressive. Not that you don't need to know it. You don't need to know that the Red Sox won last night.
Yeah.
Maybe to do this job you do. But, he's a very famous person.
Yeah.
You're only a little bit older than me.
There are a lot of famous
So
people
I
out
just-
there. I don't know them all.
Yeah, that's very true. I found it stopped Marcus and I in our tracks. It's he's that level of fame. He's really famous. You got to watch The Sixth Sense. That's it.
If
Okay.
that's it, you told me that he kind of took the Sixth Sense and just cashed in on that for the rest of his career. So what you're saying here is he's kind of like a one-hit wonder.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm
he's got a
supposed
couple.
to.
He's got a couple
I'm
that are
supposed
good.
to know who this guy is just by looking at his name on a piece of paper.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
One-hit wonder?
It's
Yeah.
a recognizable name.
It's a unique name.
He makes a movie about every 2 years. Yeah. Anyways, let's go back to the Red Sox. And I bet you, if you're out there listening right now, you're at least aware of who he is. We didn't introduce you to him today.
I would think not.
I would think so. He's very famous. Anyways, okay. Red Sox keep on winning. Marcus played the final call there. Right off the. Are you texting your girlfriend to see if she knows who he is?
No, I'm looking up what other movies he's got.
No, just stop.
You know, like he co-wrote Stuart Little. That's news to me. That was news to you guys too. I was like, oh, Stuart Little. You were like, what?
Yeah, that stuff us dead in our tracks. Okay, so we do have Tyler's tickets coming up. We got Larry Mahoney. We got to do our Sox prop. We got a bunch of stuff to get to. So let's just dispense with all that and do some headlines and highlights. But first, if you're stuck on the side of the road, Strick Towing has you covered 24/7 statewide, from breakdowns to lockouts. We'll get you moving fast. Call 942-4200, driven to be there when you need them most. All right, Red Sox win last night. You guys got it right yesterday with the Sonny Gray under 2.5 runs. Gray had not been as sharp in his last couple outings, but returned to form last night. Here's what he had to say after he pitched. And that's what he's been. I mean, just the model of consistency all season long. You know, as you've gone through, we talked about this last hour, but through thick and thin, Sonny Gray has been consistent. And even when they got him in the offseason, you're like, okay, here's what he's going to do. He's just going to pitch. He's going to give you innings. And he's just been great. What, 14-2 his record now?
Yeah, we thought he'd be the number 3. Number 2, number 3 is your number 1. You know, he is your number 1 on the staff right now, and Chaim Bloom's playing half his salary.
It's really been a fantastic move. And so here is Craig Breslow talking a little bit, in the aftermath of the moves that were made, about how he felt heading into the trade deadline.
I think this was a win deadline for the Red Sox, and this is the first time I'd say that since 2021 when they went out and added Kyle Schwarber. Maybe you weren't in this good of a position the last couple of years. Last year you made the playoffs. I mean, you had a pretty good team. You had the opportunity to go out and buy, but this is the first year they were like, listen, we need to make this team better. I think the reason that people don't have sell the team signs and bags in their head anymore is this roster. And I think as the management, you felt really inclined to go out and add to them.
And then if you just want to project down the line a little bit, let's just say Rutschman comes back and gets healthy, and let's say that Meade, are you willing to entertain that Meade comes back and is a contributor to this year's team?
I'll give you one of those two, and if both of them come back, that's a plus. But I can bank on one of the two.
But if you look around the diamond, it's okay. Catcher, Adley Rutschman. First base, Wilson Contreras. Second base, Curtis Meade or other person. Shortstop,
we don't know yet.
Right. Okay. Shortstop is a question mark. I don't know what they're going to do with Franklin Arias. He's down there in Worcester, but he certainly is an option to play a spot up the middle, if, down the line of the postseason. Caleb Durbin at third. Left field, Roman Anthony. Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
At some point,
I'd take him over Duran.
At some point, center field is Cedon Rafaela, who's becoming, I bet he finishes top 10 in the MVP voting this year, right? And then right field, Wilyer Abreu, and then your designated hitter is some version of Yoshida or, Jarren Duran. And so, that, all of a sudden, it's like, wow, we kind of just solidified this lineup pretty significantly over the course of a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we're not jumping guys around anymore, and you're not counting on guys like Siegler, Sogard, Monasterio. You have everyday players in those positions, which you compare this team to last year, and you probably had 6 platoon guys in that roster, in that lineup 1 through 9.
So it's really solidified through the price that they paid, which was a hefty price. You can talk about the conviction with which they moved. Well, if you're willing to pay the price, then you can get it done, and that's what happened.
I think it's the deadline. You're going to get the price is going to be high. I think that's why you didn't end up with Zach Neto, Bobby Witt, those guys, because you called and they said, look, this is a star who's got a very controllable contract. That's, he's under contract for a long time. This is going to be our price, and either you're going to pay that price or we're not going to trade him because we're happy keeping those guys. And I think that's what happened with Bobby Witt and Zach Neto. It was like, okay, well, we're not going to give you Franklin Arias, Roman Anthony, and Peyton Tolley for this guy. And they were like, okay, well, that's our price. And then you moved on, you pivoted, and you found a good deal for Adley Rutschman. Look, Ianson maybe is one of the better guys on that prospect list, but the chances that all 3 of those guys work out to be really good is slim to none. So I really don't think it was it looked like an overpay on paper because it happened, 2 days after the Dodgers traded for Skubal, and you were like, oh, they gave up that for Skubal, and we gave up this for Rutschman. But when you look at it, you got your catcher for the long term, and you didn't have to give up anybody over 20 years old to get him.
We'll see how it all plays out. Just got to get Rutschman back out there healthy and on the field. Your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer say for August, use your Mickey D app to plus up a great breakfast. Get a hash brown for only $1, a breakfast snack for only $1 in the Mickey D app. If you want greener, healthier lawn without harsh chemicals, Natural Lawn of America can help. Organic-based care and Tick Ranger protection, 721-0600 or naturallawn.com/Bangor-ME. Naturally healthier lawns. And Acadia Federal Credit Union. Their newest location is now open on Wilson Street in Brewer, serving Maine since 1963 with branches in Bangor, Brewer, and Aroostook County. Learn more at acadiafcu.org. All right, back with Tyler's tickets next. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. And the marker calendars for this Saturday as Ricky Craven Speedway roars to life with the Tim's Plumbing 100, featuring the Darlings Pro Stock Series and a $4,000 cash prize to the winner. It's one of the biggest nights of the season. Bring the family out and experience the excitement with the Tim's Plumbing 100 Saturday, August 8th. All right, we are going to open up the phone lines in a bit here for our Red Sox Ticket Sweepstakes. But first, I turn it over to you, Tyler. What tickets are you issuing today?
We'll stay Red Sox here. I've got a couple of them. The first of them is going to go to the some of the discourse going around after the trade deadline. Look, I know not everybody can just agree on everything. That would make for a very boring sports media world. But the consensus before the deadline was, look, this team has played itself into contention and the general manager needs to go buy for them. He needs to get over whatever is holding him back and whatever has held him back the past few years in terms of not being willing to overpay, not willing to lose a trade, almost like would rather not make a trade than lose a trade. It seemed like was the mindset of both Craig Breslow and Chaim Bloom. This year, a little bit different. I thought we overpaid for a few of those for both of those moves, the Curtis Mead and the Adley Rutschman one. I love the idea of getting rid of Marcelo Meyer. And then we come in after the trade deadline and people are, what about the prospects? And we overpaid for Adley Rutschman and he might not play. And, I really attached to this Anthony Ianson guy and Kyson Witherspoon. Kyson, right? Or Kyle? Kyson Witherspoon. And it's, I just think, we asked Craig Breslow to go buy at the deadline, and he did it. This is the first time in a while that we've bought at the deadline, and it's not our first day out here. We know what WWW stands for. We know M. Night Shyamalan. We know that you've got to overpay at the trade deadline. Like, these things are just facts of life. If you're going out and acquiring talent at the deadline, you're not doing it for a bargain. If anybody, the teams that are the deadline favors the sellers, right? Like, you're going to get more as a seller for the deadline than you will as a buyer. And I think that we have to give credit to the Red Sox front office rather than I think there might be room to criticize. And you can at least say, like, hey, it might be an overpay, but I think we have to say, great job overpaying. Great job going and making the Boston Red Sox, the MLB team, better as they head into the playoffs. You got a guy who's a 3-time All-Star. You got a guy who's hitting the cover off the ball. And then you got a 6'7", 280-pound linebacker in the setup role, throws 98 miles an hour. So I think this is a win at the deadline, and I really think that the attachment to the prospects and the overpay and the constant criticisms, I think those deserve tickets.
I think that what you've got is an embracing of what's happening right now. Like, nobody's having more fun than us as Red Sox fans, right? Like, nobody's living a better life out there. Maybe a couple teams are having good seasons, but this 30-5 run, this has been a magical little summer for us Red Sox fans, right? And so what you're telling me is almost the exact opposite of what your Boston Celtics just did, right? It's like, hey, I'm doing this to be good right now. I want to win this season. I'm not telling you that, hey, once I get under this apron and I clear this money and Paul George leaves town, you wait till 2028. Ooh, baby, we're going to have some picks and some whatever. Now, that's before they get trade for Steph Curry because he and Jason Tatum are playing golf together on Martha's Vineyard. And I'd be fine with that.
I'd be great with that.
But it's a move for it's a move for right now, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like you can and if Ianson or Witherspoon, these guys they traded away, or the outfielder or another guy end up being good in 2029 or even great, like a Cy Young Award winners, okay, I guess that's the price of poker, like you're saying, right? Like, if you want to get better right now at the trade deadline to embrace this run where I think you're the best team in the American League. You've played like it for the last
plus 35 games. Yeah.
Sure. And so, yeah, I'm with you on that one. That it's a steep price. the number, there was some sticker shock when you saw what went out and some of the reports and some of the people that we chat with here too, that, the Sean McAdam one really sort of blew me back, where he's like, I'm dumbfounded by what you paid for this. But it's a move to get to win right now, to play games. And I said it to a caller earlier, like, as I look at the standings now, I'm hopeful, and I wouldn't be surprised if they play their way out of that wild card. Even to be not home in the wild card would be one thing, but let's go for the Rays. Let's get the AL East.
Yeah, I think they definitely can do it, and I do think the Celtics will be better in 2027 than they were in 2026. I do believe that. I think and we'll see. I bet you they are. I bet you they're better than the Sixers too. I think that my next ticket is going to go to Jarren Duran, and I know this is a little late because this happened last Friday, but that situation with Wilson Contreras was kind of ridiculous, and that's not the reason I'm giving him a ticket for that isolated incident that happened a full week ago, but we are just in the cycle of Jarren Duran, and he's stringing us along until he's bad enough to DFA him, or until we can trade him or find someone that is willing to take him on. But the cycle is Jarren Duran plays really bad. Everybody starts talking about how terrible he is, one of the worst hitters in the league, gets frustrated, blows up on either a media member or a fan or a teammate or whatever, and then all the attention's on him because he just blew up and had something off the field that is just everybody's paying attention to, he's going to play really well when everybody's looking at him, when everybody's got the eyes on him because he just screamed at Wilson Contreras. He's going to go on a little bit of a hot streak, and then when that dies down, in comes the 3-week 3 for 28 stretch, and then he's going to get frustrated again, and he's going to yell at a fan, and then everybody's going to be paying attention to him, and then he's going to play really well, and then it's going to quiet down, and he's going to play like one of the worst qualified hitters in the league, which he is. And right now, we are in the middle of the hot streak, so we can enjoy it right now while it lasts, but just know that cold streak's coming, and right at the end of that cold streak, you're going to get another Jarren Duran explosion, blow-up situation, and I'm just kind of sick of this guy.
You know what we should do is we should have like a safe workplace sign where we just have how many days without an incident. How many days? Yeah. But like, to your point, the good with the bad. Like, hey, here's Jarren Duran hit 2 home runs and made a great play. Okay, back to, because we now know that he's going to shove Chad Tracy for, I don't know what, drinking his Gatorade or something like that. Like, yeah, it's just, you're right. It's this cycle of where he just waits for somebody to aggravate him or whatever. But yeah, the Contreras thing, and I know it's maybe been
about a week, yeah.
But I just give Contreras deserves a Nobel Peace Prize for keeping his cool like that.
Yeah, because Contreras could have ripped his head off.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also give Contreras credit for last night for when the guy sort of what's the lead up? Antonacci gave him a little bit of the business and just keeping his cool there too. They got a little chatty there, but with the dugout, I would not mess with Wilson Contreras.
Yeah, and teams keep doing it. I think they know that he's kind of a hothead, so like you get under his head, you get him off his game, but it's not like when you get under his skin, he plays bad.
Exactly. To me, Contreras, he's a fiery guy, but he's not like he's even keeled. He gets jarred at and he can take it, but there's only so much you can. Yeah. I mean, like you saw it when he threw the helmet, right? Like you actively. It was derogatory.
Yeah, don't poke the bear, right? Yeah. Like he's got it in him, but he's a pretty cool customer. But just don't take him out of hibernation because you get the claws out. Okay, there you go. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. Hey, you want to go to a Red Sox game? Here's your chance. 992-9029. The Red Sox Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Dunnett's Appliance and Service. We got 3 games. One has already been drawn. That is actually tonight against the White Sox. Derek from Bangor gets to go. August 17th against the Diamondbacks and September 9th against the Angels. Drawings are going to be on August 10th on the Roast and September 2nd on the Drive. Back with more right after this. All right, welcome back to the Morning Roast. Let's go to the Heroes Hotline where we are in the midst of our Red Sox Ticket Sweepstakes. We will have a draw. Ooh, we lost one right there. All right, so
which one was that? Get him off the list.
I got to figure that out right now.
All right, let's keep going through here. Up next, that one is gone, and we go to. I'm going to guess this is Natasha from Stetson. Natasha, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well. We appreciate you calling in. You big Red Sox fan?
I am.
Yeah, I don't mean to pry. So if I give you 4 tickets to the Red Sox, who are you bringing with you?
My husband and my son and probably one of his friends.
Okay, very nice. You guys all been locked in on this run throughout the summer?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good. All right, Natasha, you are in. We appreciate you listening. You have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Natasha a little guarded on her Red Sox fan. She's like, yes. What? Any other questions for me? Very guarded.
What's next?
Natasha. Yeah. Okay.
You want to know a lot of information.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not calling about your car's warranty. Who we got here, Marcus?
We got Mike from Bass Harbor.
Mike, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great today. Nice and sunny morning.
You ready for Sox to complete a sweep here this evening?
God, I hope so.
Okay. If I give you 4 tickets to the Sox, who are you bringing with you?
I'm going to take my sister, my mom, and my dad.
Okay. Very nice. All right. Mike, you are in. We appreciate you, and you have a great day.
Thanks. You guys too.
All right. What do we got next here, Marcus?
We got a nice young lady named Amy from Old Town.
All right, Amy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well. How do we find you on this fine Thursday morning?
Fine. I'm great.
Okay.
Great.
Any thoughts on the show so far?
I do have one thought.
Okay.
The thought, I think Tyler's crazy.
You wouldn't be the first.
Because the thought that the Celtics are going to be better than they were last year and better than the 76ers is an incredible statement.
The Sixers is just kind of like a wild take, but the Celtics, I'm looking at it as you're replacing Brown with Tatum, and then you're adding all the guys that they added because Tatum only played for like 20 games last year. So they were able to win 50-something games, and I think they're going to have a better team this year than they did for the 82-game regular season last year. But roster-wise, yeah, Sully said if you didn't trade Jaylen Brown, would they still have a better team? And that probably could be true as well. I think it was time to move on. I do think it was time to move on. I think the time had come where you gotta fit with make people that fit with Tatum a little bit better. And I think Brown and Tatum were too similar offensively. And I also just get really frustrated watching him a lot. So a little bit of a personal thing in there.
That's a different argument completely. I could get on board with that one, but your takes earlier were out of this world.
Okay. Amy, if you get 4 tickets to the Red Sox, who are you bringing with you?
Oh my goodness. I would give them away because I haven't watched one Red Sox game, and I'm not going to be that person that takes that away from somebody else. So I would give them away.
Okay.
If I won them.
Well, very charitable of you, Amy. Okay.
I don't even know one Red Sox player, so I couldn't. I do. I know the guy that's hurt who is still hurt.
Okay. Here's the other one from the show, Amy. This is going to be a real test. Do you know who M. Night Shyamalan is?
Yeah, I do. He's a movie director.
Today is the first day Tyler ever heard of him.
Broadening my horizons.
Really bad. That's really bad because I don't even watch movies, and I know who it is.
There you go, Amy. I feel vindicated. You have a great day. Thank you so much.
Okay, you too.
All right,
okay.
Amy Vashon.
Another day today. I don't know, but okay.
You're just getting it, Tyler. That's good.
I'm getting callers. That's what I'm getting.
Hey,
right.
I respect the hustle,
Lightning
but
rod. That's
dude,
it.
you got walked down.
Exactly.
That
It's
was insane.
Up next, chocolate. Taste bad? Oh, well, dive in next. Yeah.
What is chocolate? Never heard of that before.
Exactly. I'm a vanilla guy. We'll turn and talk with Larry Mahoney from the Bangor Daily right after this. Don't go away. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center is the official sports grill of the roast. You can find them in downtown Bangor or at herosportsgrill.com. Now joining us on the Heroes Hotline, Larry Mahoney. Larry, how are you?
Sully, very good. How are you? And hope you and Tyler are well. Yeah, that is Stumbling In from 1979. Chris Norman, an Englishman, and Susie Quattro from Detroit. Susie Quattro, many will remember as Leather Tuscadero as the bass player on Happy Days for many years. But that song, top 10 hit in 11 different countries, peaked at number 4 on the U.S. Billboard Top 100 chart, and was number 23 for the year of 1979. That's in my top 200. Just a very pleasant, happy song, and the melodies. They have a nice, a good voice combo between the two of them, and just a song that one of those that comes on my car radio. It's staying on. It cracks my blueprint, which is you pull into a parking lot and the song on the radio is at least an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. You sit there and you listen to the whole thing.
You ate it out. I'm right there with you. I love that song. That's good stuff, Larry. I want to start off here with Maine football. Camp is underway. We talked with Jordan Stevens earlier this week. What do you think is a fair expectation for this year's squad as they've gotten better under Jordan each year? I think they've upped by their win total by a couple the last few years. So is it fair to expect that to happen again?
I think so. I mean, I think it's obviously it all revolves around the quarterback. Like a goalie in hockey or a pitcher in baseball. I mean, they're at the epicenter, and if you can get some good quarterback play from either Caden Drezick or Eddie Bueller, I mean, they've got the running backs. Rashawn Marshall was on the All-Rookie team a year ago, and you've got other running backs. They've got a good running back stable. They do have to replace some wide receivers, but they've got some in place, including a transfer. And the offensive line should be stout. Yeah, it should be maybe one of the best lines they've ever had up there, because they've got a bunch of guys led by Anthony Iliato and Andrew Koken, all conference preseason players, and of course Iliato was a preseason All-American, from two different organizations, and that offensive line, they've all played 3 or 4 years, and I think they will control the trenches, and that's going to make it easier for the young quarterback or the quarterback who's going to be a first-year starter. And again, when you add in the running backs and the wide receivers, I think it's going to be a potent offense. Defensively, you have some question marks, but you got your defensive ends back. You've got Noah Carpenter back as the linebacker. You've got some linebackers back. Jamari Gibson in the secondary. Got Kai Chisholm and Chris Bacon up front. Again, there are some holes in the defense. You lose some really quality linebackers, but so I think it's going to get better as some new components enter the fray, and you may have to outscore teams early on in the season. But what's interesting, Sully, is they open with a conference game, and it's huge at Towson on the 27th of Thursday night, and if they could get that win, which they're very capable of, that would go a long way. They play 4 teams ranked above them in the preseason poll, in the CAA preseason poll, and 4 teams ranked directly behind them. Maine was picked 7th. They play teams 8, 9, 10, and 11. And they also play, of course, Rhode Island, the preseason favorite, defending champs. And, of course, New Hampshire's picked 4th, and Elon's up there. So, I mean, but I think it's a favorable schedule. I do. And, I think this is a reason to be excited.
Do you have any inkling as to who's going to win the quarterback battle?
If I had to pick, I think it's going to be Eddie Bueller. Because Drezick did play in a game last year. He has a little tiny bit of experience, not much for a sample size. But I think Eddie Bueller. I remember when he first arrived that they had high expectations for him, and he can run, he can throw, and in today's day and age, the quarterbacks have to be dual threat. They don't necessarily have to be. You look at Tom Brady, but in the college game, you like a quarterback that can extend plays with his legs, and I think Eddie Bueller is a little bit better in that category than Caden Drezick.
You've got an article up about UMaine's women's soccer team is picked to win their 4th straight league title. Just a model of consistency the last few years under Scott Atherley.
Yeah, and last year they came out of nowhere. They were the 4th seed, and they beat the top 2 seeds on the road. So, yeah, they are. They are. Again, they've got swagger, and that's so important. I mean, there are years, guys, when they didn't even make the tournament, and everyone but 1 team or 2 teams didn't make the tournament. But, now they've won 3 in a row, and they've got swagger. They've got a new field, which certainly helps recruiting. Scott really likes the new model, the 5-year the 5 years eligibility, and Scott Atherley also likes the, they've extended the season. So, they get 25 days of practice before their first game. So, they've been around, they've been here for a couple weeks, and he brought in some really talented transfers. And, they're playing with confidence. I mean, they've got, I think the question mark, they've got the goaltender, who's on the all-tournament team, was the all-rookie goaltender, and they're solid in the back. They got some good players returning in the midfield, and the question mark is always going to be scoring. But by the same token, I think it'll be scoring by committee, and they have some players that are ready to, I think, take on more prominent roles. So, I know they were just barely edged out Binghamton in the poll, and Binghamton will be right there again. But like I said, when you have it going, you got a new field, you got some recruiting advantages because of the new facility, and because you won 3 titles. Everyone wants to play for a title winner. I think they certainly have it going.
Yeah, Larry, just going to wrap it up here. We've been talking Red Sox all morning long. In watching the Sox for as long as you have, you ever remember a run like this or a summer where the Sox were so front of mind?
No, I don't. I really don't. And like I said, I mean, it almost defies logic when you think of it. I mean, at one point, I believe there were 14 games under 500, and they were I think 12 games behind the Yankees. They go into tonight's games 1 game behind the Yankees. I mean, and they're doing it without a multitude of all-stars. It's not like the Yankees where they have an all-star at every position or some of these other teams. I mean, they're doing it with players that a lot of them were just dispatched by other teams, journeyman-type players. And, you get players like Contreras, who's having a career year, and Abreu is coming on, and even Jaron Duran's starting to hit some. And Durbin, of course, was hitting 120 for the first month of the season. Now he's up at 247. So, and the pitching, the pitching's is the reason that where they are. I mean, their starting pitching, they had that streak of 12 quality starts in a row where you go 6 innings and give up 3 earned runs or less. But for the starting pitchers, they've got a deep bullpen. Aroldis Chapman is almost automatic as a closer. No, I've never seen anything like this. With that roster, they've had good runs when they had some great players, but this team is just getting more out of everybody than anticipated, and we'll see if they can continue it. I don't know how you guys feel about the trades. They gave away a lot for Rushman, but he's a quality player once he gets healthy. And the Meade thing was unfortunate that he got hurt, but no, it's exciting. It really is. I don't know, and I was one of those that said, look, you might as well sell. You're not going anywhere this year. You might as well sell and get ready for next year. And out of the blue, they win 15 in a row. And what are they, like 30-5 in their last 35 or
exactly
something?
That,
It's
yeah.
unbelievable.
Yep, it's crazy. We were saying earlier, it's just sort of the trade. It's a high price, but it's just sort of embracing what's happening now, right? This has been a crazy run, so let's try and win, and let's go for it. So, yeah, we're right there with you. Larry, we appreciate you coming on and enlightening us as usual, and Stumbling In is a great song as well. So anybody who hasn't added to their playlist needs to do so.
Yeah, and then Susie Quattro had another song, If You Need Love. You should check it out. She did it as a solo performer. But, it's Stumbling, a very pleasant song, and we're getting ready for our 92-degree heat.
There you go. Stay cool. All right, Larry, we appreciate you.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys.
All right, our takeaways are coming your way right after this. Don't go away. All right, welcome back to the Morning Roast. Sox money line tonight. We go for the sweep.
It's almost out of our range. It's minus 187.
A Ranger Suarez pitching lines. Do we like anything like that? Eventually they will lose, I think. I'm told eventually they'll lose a baseball game, but they're 30-5. Might as well ride the train till it bucks us, right?
Yeah.
We'll take Sox money line going for the sweep tonight. You could also entertain Ranger Suarez strikeouts at over 5.5 is minus 148. But we'll just go with the money line. I might put that together. Sox win and Ranger Suarez strikes out 6 guys. What are you leaving with today, Tyler?
Leaving with today, I learned a lot today. It was a very, very educational show for me. And I will say, because I was kind of put on the spot, but I do think Jaylen Brown, a little addition by subtraction, because Tatum's going to get better. Pritchard's going to get better. Everyone around them is going to get better. That was not good last year when they were on the floor with Jaylen Brown.
So, we'll mark it down. Red Sox will be better than the 76ers.
The Red Sox will be better than the 76ers.
The Celtics will be better than the 76ers next year, according to Tyler. We'll see.
I said that before the LeBron trade, and I'll say it now.
Okay. All right. Well, I can't wait to watch that one play out. At the minimum, something to talk about until October.
Yeah.
I like it. What about you, Marcus?
Jeez. I just want to thank all the callers again. I mean, pleasure to have you guys on. Love hearing your voices. It's good to inject some more life into the show. Gets us going. Shout out Amy from Old Town. She was fantastic. Really gave Tyler a run for his money.
Yeah. Also, I just go back. Natasha, very guarded. I said, "You big Red Sox fan?" She's like, "Yeah. What's to you? What's your problem, dude?"
Next question.
Yeah.
I think it was more of a, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm calling you for a Sox tickets. What do you think, bonehead? So maybe it was a little bit of that. Okay, yeah, I just I'm this Red Sox run has been so fun to talk about, and I think when you look at what the Red Sox did, it's like we said all show long here, it's embracing that this is a year to embrace, and let's try and get better, and hopefully we get Rutschman and Meade back out there and playing some meaningful baseball in October and, maybe just November as well. That's going to do it for this week on The Roast. I know you get all disappointed we're not here. We're taking, the summer's almost over. No show tomorrow. Back on Monday at 6 a.m. Have a great one, everybody.